Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Cavaliers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Holstein from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Trainers out evaluating this junior safety. We'll let you know his condition. Holly keeping an eye on all of the injuries for us. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Snagged out of the air. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Running inside. It's Green. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Jennings. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go play action with Holstein. Lets it fly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Jennings. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Mustangs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Running free. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Holstein on the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
Throwing, Holstein. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. Here's a little route. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Virginia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Keeps the play going. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Play fake, Holstein. That's caught. It's Martin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Lewis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. And he's still running after the move. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. He's inside the 15. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Quickly complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing. Oh, and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. With the catch, it's Lewis.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Second down coming up. Eli Holstein to throw. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun on third down, Holstein. He's going to run it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Now on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll move the tight end. They go play action with Holstein. Escapes the pressure going right. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away, but they stuck with him, forced him to scramble. They're able to get to him and bring him down.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Setting up the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Sun Devils, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Dallas. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Catching up with the Mustangs head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Hawkins. Lofts one high and deep. Right into the fray, and his first pass is incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off, and I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. In the gun on third down, here's Holstein. He's got the tight end. There he goes. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. And the Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Holstein on the play fake. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day, but a little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Holstein to throw. This time on target. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense in press coverage. Play fake, Holstein. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Touchdown, Cavaliers! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Finds his man, it's Hale.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Makes it past the marker. Got a little grass. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Knight. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Holstein. Got his man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. To the air, it's Holstein. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up. And through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes. And finally, on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot.
Maybe some room here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback keep. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Throwing, Holstein. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, SMU! And they turn it into a defensive score. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. They go play action with Holstein. Fires to the wideout. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Pulled down for the tackle.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Here comes the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. 4th down, Holstein. Extending the play. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They go right back to him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a